Another blast of winter hits the mountains. This was the scene in Madison County near Wolf Laurel this morning, a solid coating of white. Some mountain businesses are benefiting from the late winter blast. The cold air is fueling sales for heating oil companies. News 13's Rex Hodge is live tonight in Haywood County. And Rex, this has to be good for business.
A program designed to groom and keep teachers here in North Carolina could be making a big comeback.
Bills have been filed in both chambers of the state legislature to reestablish the state's Teaching Fellows program.
Well, with this wintry mix, there's a threat of black ice tonight and tomorrow morning.
And that's for sure. And Jason, it's going to get really cold.
Yeah.
And this is what it looked like this afternoon in Hartford, Connecticut. Take a look. Heavy snow lowered the visibility. It snapped power lines and brought traffic in some places to a complete standstill. Winter weather continues to pound western North Carolina as well. Chilly conditions leave the homeless more vulnerable. Code Purple remains in effect in Buncombe County and the city of Asheville. That means local shelters urge the homeless to get out of the freezing weather and into facilities. Extra floor cot and bed space is now available. Western Carolina Rescue Ministry says it's ready for the surge of people.
It's Code Purple, we're kind of ready.
Western Carolina Rescue Ministries tells us a surge of 28 people came in yesterday. They expect even more to come in tonight as the temperatures take a nosedive. The big battle on Capitol Hill today is over the Republicans' new health care plan. The fight comes in the wake of those controversial numbers released by the Congressional Budget Office. A father-daughter duo from New Jersey is braving the cold and hiking the Appalachian Trail, get this, in the snow.
Not me.
Not you, not me either.
Yeah, we did catch up with them today, though, at Sam's Gap. They got plenty of it. The two say they're bundled up and prepared for the freezing temperatures tonight.
There could be some real father-daughter bonding going on there.
Absolutely. I hope they stay safe and warm.
And in parts of the mountains, it'll feel like below zero with the wind. Farmers are also worried about what this late winter blast will do to their crops. We have live team coverage tonight to help you prepare for tomorrow. We begin with Chief Meteorologist Jason Boyer. Jason?
Well, you hit it on the head.
This extreme cold is a shock to the system after the warmer temperatures we've recently had. Tonight, photojournalist Jordan Powell was out in the elements with some people doing their best to stay warm. Developing tonight, shades of Asheville's water war unfolding in another mountain city. Hendersonville says Henderson County officials are about to reveal a proposal to change who controls the city's water system. News 13's Frank Crocker joins us live tonight from the water treatment facility in Mills River. And Frank, what's the reason behind this? And all new at 11, why President Trump's warning a news agency that publishing something they've obtained would be illegal.
ABC News, New York.
And we're just thankful it's nothing like that here, but we are going to see those extreme cold temperatures. Authorities are looking for a man they believe robbed 6 different businesses since January, and they're hoping this crystal clear surveillance video can help them track him down. The latest robbery happened at a T-Mobile store south of Charlotte. The video shows him holding a gun while forcing employees to pull out all of the registered drawers. He then takes off with them. And a tense situation in Florida, a cobra is on the loose. Some people woke up this morning with a knock at the door notifying them of the situation. The highly venomous snake belongs to a resident. It got loose while he was at work. Wildlife officials are still looking for the reptile. They're hoping the cold weather will stop it from going too far.
Big dude.
The big dude needs big money.
Yeah, that's right. He needs the big money.
Well, you need a lot of layers. Tomorrow morning, temperatures in the teens, getting there by Tuesday next week. So
closer to normal anyway.
Yeah, about time.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Remember, you can always check us out on WLOS.com.
And be sure to find us on Facebook and Twitter. Jimmy Kimmel is coming up next right here on ABC 13. The bag full of sweepstakes contests and prize offerings.
Well, my mother has been engaged by these scammers now for quite some time.
Proof of the mounting frustration for an Asheville woman who didn't want to be identified or embarrass her mother.
And she believes that they are real and that she's going to win millions of dollars and a car and get all the money that she's sent to them already back.
According to inspectors with the U.S. Postal Service, the schemes can range from phony charities to bogus prizes.
These scammers are good. They really prey on their victims, and they find ways to get to know them, and that's the scary part.
That's exactly what happened with Ellen's mom. It began more than 4 years ago when her mother started sending checks.
And the amounts of checks got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then she started getting phone calls.
The callers convinced her mom they were Christians like her from Publishers Clearinghouse.
Even though, of course, that's a lie.
Despite Ellen's pleas, her mom continued to go back to the bank, draining her accounts and even taking out loans to send the scammers more money.
I think the first one was green dot cards, cashier's checks, Western Union, postal money orders, MoneyGrams.
How much money are we talking about that your mother has sent to these people?
Oh, it's over 100,000.
Really?
Yes.
Just like with the mail, there were promises of bigger and better prizes that never arrived.
It's always right around the corner. They'll be up next week. We just need another 5,000, or we just need another 10,000, or whatever.
As time went by and they gained her trust, the callers became more aggressive, a common practice according to inspectors.
And then even worse, once they start questioning the scammers, they'll tell them things or even coerce them and saying, well, if you tell anyone, then you're not going to receive your prize.
A web of lies.
I've done everything I could to convince her, and it has really put stress between our relationship.
Not even family members can now untangle.
She has worked all her life to save, and my father, to save this money. That's not going to be true any longer, because their money is gone.
Yes, I am. I'm very surprised.
Jean Penland says she was set up by cops when she drove into this roundabout on Klingman Avenue.
And as I went through the roundabout, and just as I started to make my turn to cross the bridge, the man proceeded to step out in front of me.
That man was a police decoy, an undercover officer.
He was just in casual clothes.
To help catch offenders early last month.
And it is a standard practice throughout the state that we will walk in the crosswalk, and anybody who does not stop for the pedestrian when we are crossing properly, then they will get stopped.
Fowler says they handed out warnings and citations depending on the violation. But Jean, who's 66 years old and has never had a ticket,
Never in my life.
says the undercover officer waved her on.
He did this. I thought he wanted me to go on, and I did.
Jean calls it entrapment.
She said, we're doing an undercover sting here. An undercover operation is the word she used. And I think it is entrapment.
Police, however, defend the practice as part of their Watch For Me campaign to reduce Asheville's escalating pedestrian accident rate.
We educate the motorists on when you're supposed to stop in the crosswalks. We also educate the pedestrians on where they're supposed to cross.
They say the practice of using a decoy is raising awareness and improving pedestrian safety.
And I was very slow, and he made a motion, which to me means go on.
But Jean and others who've been snared by the law and ticketed
$223.
aren't happy with the expensive fine, and she plans to fight it.
You had slowed down, you just didn't stop
Yes,
for him.
I did not stop because he indicated that he wanted me to go on. And that's where I feel like entrapment comes in.